지난 8월 7일 호주 시드니 야외 음악상 앞에서는 홈리스, 즉 집 없는 사람들을 지원하기 위한 윈터 슬립 아웃 행사가 열렸습니다.
Why you left home?
I didn't really actually leave home. I was in circumstances where I didn't have a home.
My family could have done better, but that's about it.
Yeah, I just want to get my own house one time, like a flat or something, just start getting my life back on track.
행사에 참가한 이소년 역시 홈리스입니다. 10대에서 20대 중반의 젊은 홈리스들. 최근 호주에서 급격히 증가하고 있는 이들 신세대 홈리스들의 고민과 희망을 아시아 리포트가 들어봤습니다. 호주 제1의 도시 시드니, 2002년 올림픽 개최지이기도 한 이곳은 호주에서 홈리스가 가장 많은 곳이기도 합니다. 취재진은 시내 중심가에서 무료하게 시간을 보내던 50대 홈리스 한 사람을 만났습니다.
Where did you sleep last night?
Just at station. Railway station.
Railway station, yeah.
Railway station, yeah.
Do you feel cold?
No, I have welcome.
Yeah. Have you got a family here?
I have nothing.
남반구에 위치한 호주는 지금이 겨울철입니다. 그래서 추위를 피해 거리보다 이런 구호시설에서 시간을 보내는 홈리스들이 많았습니다. 무엇보다 이곳에서는 한 끼 식사를 제공받을 수 있습니다. 인터뷰에 응해주었던 50대 홈리스 역시 여기서 점심을 해결하고 있었습니다. 그런데 불황자 스타일의 홈리스들 틈에서 말끔한 옷차림의 젊은이들이 유난히 눈에 띄었습니다.
I sleep at near Central Station.
Central Station?
Yeah.
And where do you normally spend your time?
I just come here, watch TV sometimes. Sometimes I just go for a walk to the city and stuff. Just go for a walk to the parks, sit down to the park for a while, just relax and stuff.
So you wanna find some job here?
Yeah, I hope so.
How old are you?
25.
25. How long have you been around?
On the street I've been probably 18 months. Unemployed benefit, they call that, yeah.
Normally, how much do you get from the government?
Just on $300.
For
$300
for 14
for 14 days,
days.
which is a 2-week period, a
period.
fortnight period, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, they're 500-600 k's away from here, which is a little place, country place called Kempsey. So,
They got a home.
yeah.
Why don't you stay with them?
Well, it's in the country town, and I don't like the country town, so I've come to a city, bigger area, got more employment down here than what you have in the country. So.
직장을 구하는 젊은이에서 실직한 가장까지 호주에서 홈리스가 급격히 증가하고 있습니다. 현재 파악된 홈리스의 숫자는 약 16만 8천여 명. 이 중 30%에 달하는 5만여 명 정도가 14세에서 25세 사이의 신세대 홈리스입니다.
Since Australia's economy has gone through a bit of a downhill turn, the areas largely affected would be the rural areas because the unemployment rates there are worse than in the cities. So a lot of young people will come to the city to look for jobs and end up being homeless.
홈리스의 이런 급격한 증가에 호주 정부조차 당황하고 있습니다.
Also because we are seeing for the first time a lot more people actually homeless in the streets than we used to do. Up until 5 or 10 years ago, it was quite rare to see homeless people in the streets in Australia, not like other Western countries, because we have had a very good system of refuges for people who are homeless. But as those refuges have become overcrowded because of no increases in their funding, and the numbers of homeless people have increased, increasingly we see homeless people out on the streets or asking for money from people passing by. And so I think a lot of people are much more aware of homelessness than they ever were before.
취재진은 구세군에서 운영하는 한 홈리스 구호시설을 찾아가 봤습니다. 그러나 이용자들의 프라이버시를 존중하는 차원에서 이들에 대한 촬영은 허락되지 않았습니다. 이곳에서는 세면대, 샤워기까지 딸린 싱글룸과 함께 세탁실, 의료 서비스까지 제공하고 있었습니다.
When it's raining, when it's cold, we get a lot of people coming in then. Usually a lot of people go out on the weekend and then just come back in during the week. We have got those clients that will just come in and stay the night.
현재 시드니에서는 이 같은 구호단체들의 활동이 활발합니다. 구세군처럼 숙식을 제공하는가 하면 식사만 제공하는 곳, 거리에서 식사와 담요를 나눠주는 곳 등 서비스의 종류도 다양합니다. 그러나 그들의 목표는 동일합니다.
The basic goal of the Salvation Army is to meet the total needs of the person. We want to reach out and provide everybody with a safe environment to live in. And that's why the workers here at Foster House and all of our other institutions, our main objective is to deal with the person, bring them into a safe environment, and as well as presenting them with their physical needs, the social needs, we also present them with the gospel for those who wish to follow the beliefs of the Salvation Army.
취재진은 거리로 나서서 본격적으로 신세대 홈리스들을 만나보기로 했습니다. 휴일 아침 킹스클로스 거리 뒤편의 한 구호시설 앞에는 아침 식사를 기다리는 한 무리의 홈리스들이 모여 있었습니다. 그들 틈에서 10대로 보이는 홈리스 두 사람을 만났습니다.
I don't want to break the code of moral.
These people just got no respect.
So how old are you?
18.
17.
So when did you leave home?
Me? I left home when I was 11.
Yeah, about 11, 12.
So why did you leave home?
Just family problems.
Family breakdowns.
Yeah. My mother went through 2 emotional breakdowns.
Well, my life. My mother, she just had so many different boyfriends. We didn't know who was our father, who wasn't.
You didn't ask that.
가족을 떠나 거리에서 살아가는 아이들. 취재진은 이들에게 가족이란 무엇인지가 궁금했습니다.
I'm comfortable on the street. I'm more comfortable on the street than I am in your place.
Sometimes miss your family.
Yeah, I miss my family, but you know, I mean, I contact them every now and then.
Oh, you keep in touch with them?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I contact them every now and then. You know, I mean, I hardly ever go out and see them, but I sometimes contact them by phone.
What's their reaction?
There's no real reaction. They're normally just glad to hear from me. You know, I mean, glad
No,
to hear
yeah.
that I'm alright.
Glad that we're alive and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the hardest thing life on the street?
Hardest thing, I suppose, is just getting by day to day. You know, I mean, there's a lot of times when we have no money, you know, and we just have to try and get by. You know? Yeah, that sometimes has to be happening. Yeah.
토미와 리즈에게는 가족에 대한 그리움보다 하루하루 먹고 사는 문제가 더 절실해 보였습니다. 가족의 보호를 벗어나 10대나 20대 초반의 홈리스 생활을 시작한 아이들은 평생 홈리스 신세를 벗어나기가 어렵습니다. 시드니의 한 공원에서 만난 10대 후반의 홈리스는 그런 악순환에서 벗어나려고 노력하고 있었습니다.
How long have you been staying out of home?
I've been out of home for pretty much most of my life. But been through foster families, on the streets, refugees. Yeah, it's been a pretty tough life, but I think I found that I find myself get stronger every day.
Wow, that's cool.
I look more after myself than anyone else.
All right, that's cool. Staying on the street. What was the hardest thing?
The hardest bit is actually trying to get food for yourself.
Yeah.
Finding somewhere to sleep. Mainly just doing something during the day. It's hard to do everything while you're on the streets. Because being on the streets, it just puts you down. And you want to fight. You want to open up and let all this anger out.
Yeah, all right.
And it's not good.
사회 경험이 부족하고 자기 정체성이 확립되지 않은 아이들에게 홈리스 생활은 위험의 연속입니다. 질 나쁜 어른들에게 속아 넘어가거나 범죄와 마약, 자살의 유혹에 빠져들기도 합니다.
Suicide.
Yeah, once I did. I
Yeah.
jumped off a railway bridge, broke both my legs and my arm. But I didn't realise that. I got up and walked home.
Were you drunk or?
No, I was actually heaps smashed.
Yeah. And how did you feel when you realized you're still alive?
The next morning, I was really sore actually.
Yeah, of course. And after that.
Yeah, I couldn't actually get out of bed. I didn't even know how I got into bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pretty happy the next morning that I was still alive.
Yeah.
한때 그는 도둑질에도 손을 댔다고 합니다. 이렇게 마련한 돈으로 마약을 구입하고 돈이 떨어지면 다시 도둑질하는 생활을 반복했습니다. 자살 미수로 살아난 직후 그는 마약부터 끊었다고 합니다.
You tried to quit taking drugs.
Because it was putting me down. It was just keeping, like the drugs was just keeping me down. I can't keep on having it. I've got a life to have. I've got a life to lead. Yeah. Because it's not a lifestyle to be going on continuously. I mean, you look at the other guys in this park,
Yeah.
and that's how I'd end up if I was still on the streets. And I was thinking of that. No way, not for me. Maybe when I was younger, when I was a little bit more ignorant, but I think a lot more.
챗먼은 스스로의 힘으로 지금까지와 다른 삶을 선택했습니다. 그러나 그가 과연 정상적인 생활로 복귀할 수 있을지는 아직 알 수 없습니다. 자신의 선택을 현실화시킬 구체적인 방법을 찾아내야 하기 때문입니다. 신세대 홈리스들에게는 물질적인 지원보다 오히려 심리적인 지원이 더 중요합니다. 대부분 가정 불화로 마음의 상처를 입고 가출한 아이들이기 때문입니다. 홈리스 지원단체인 시티미션에서 운영하는 아트웍 센터에서는 각종 예술활동과 카운셀링을 통해 이들이 가진 정신적인 문제들을 해결함으로써 정상생활이 가능하도록 도와줍니다.
The young people who come here are aged between 16 and 24 years of age, and they have very many different types of disadvantage. Most of them are homeless, which means they do not have a stable and permanent place to stay, and they do not have supportive family. About 40% have mental health problems with depression, schizophrenia, other mental health issues. Maybe 30% of the young people identify as homosexual, as gay and lesbian young people, and maybe their parents will not let them stay at home because they say they're gay. Some of the young people are prostituting, some of the young people are currently intravenous drug users, using heroin or other drugs which require injections. So the disadvantage is very varied. Some people do not read or write, but the majority of the young people who come here have many social and psychological issues that prevent them from finding work or getting into normal types of education.
벽에 걸린 이 심상찮은 그림들은 이곳 학생들의 작품입니다. 삐뚤어진 의식을 반영하듯 부모에 대한 적대감과 사회에 대한 불신으로 가득 차 있습니다. 아트웍 센터의 각종 프로그램들은 이처럼 자신의 격렬한 감정을 솔직하게 표현하도록 만드는 데 초점을 맞추고 있습니다. 취재진은 우선 아트웍 센터의 대표적인 프로그램인 미술 수업을 살펴보기로 했습니다. 착오를 개조한 교실에서는 팝송이 흘러나오고 누가 교사고 학생인지를 구분할 수 없을 정도로 자유로운 분위기 속에서 수업이 진행되고 있었습니다. 또 일반 학교와 달리 그림의 주제나 수업 내용을 학생들 스스로 결정하고 있었습니다.
We are not interested in understanding that. We want people to have the opportunity to express, but we're not doing therapy. We're not interpreting their pictures. We're just merely giving them the opportunity to say and to paint what they wish to paint. It's up to them what it's about. I'm not interested in what it's about. It's about giving them a chance to feel good.
5개월째 이곳에서 미술 수업을 듣고 있는 해나는 홈리스로 떠돌며 마약 문제를 가지고 있었습니다. 언제나 스스로에게 자신이 없었던 그녀는 그림을 통해 자신의 생각이 긍정적으로 바뀌는 것을 경험했습니다.
You need more of that color, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. But they suggest and they like direct you a bit, but not if you're doing what you want to do. They're just like there if you need them, but you don't have to be around that all the time. It's like you're in your own space, but there's help there if you need it, yeah. And it is really helpful having that, and everything you need around you,
이제 3개월 후면 전시회도 가질 예정입니다. 사람들 앞에 당당히 자신들의 작품을 선보이는 것입니다.
Something, yeah, for sure. Like it's really, encouraging and confidence levels too. I think that they really build your confidence up, and I think a lot of us need that, and to actually consider what you're doing is good and not just a bit on the side or something. It's actually really encouraged, yeah, and that's good.
막그룹 활동은 아트웍 센터에서 가장 인기 있는 프로그램 중 하나입니다. 크리스천은 벌써 2년째 그룹의 리드싱어로 활동하고 있습니다. 취재진이 찾아갔을 때 사운드 오브 스트릿이라는 이 락그룹은 며칠 앞으로 다가온 윈터 슬립 아웃 행사에 참가하기 위해 맹연습 중이었습니다. 크리스천은 부모님이 이혼했던 12살 무렵부터 어머니와 함께 홈리스 생활을 하고 있습니다.
Well, in primary school, I was going to the one school for until year 5. Then I got expelled. Then went to another school for like a couple of weeks, and I got suspended. And all I was doing was mucking around with friends and not learning anything. So my mum pulled me out and started homeschooling me for a little bit, teaching me at home. Then I found out about this and just started doing this.
학교 생활에 적응하지 못했던 크리스천은 사운드 오브 스트릿에서 활동하면서 자신의 노래가 담긴 CD를 발표했습니다. 또 자신의 이름을 딴 크리스천이란 팬클럽까지 거느리고 있습니다.
I got ones about love, one about last year's hit on the CD was my song called Burn in Hell. I don't know, that was just about bad things that happen on earth and that. I don't know anything, just really some about my life.
So my image is the one used to be zombie, cause all I visualize is me. This isn't true. I started writing up. I was a little boy, I was about 13.
2년 동안의 아트웍 센터 활동을 통해 크리스천은 잃었던 자신감을 되찾았습니다. 그리고 이제 다른 홈리스들을 위해 노래하고 있습니다.
I'm probably going to go back next year.
Next year?
Because I'm thinking I can't really do much with my life if I don't have an education. So yeah, but I don't really want to go to back some public high school. I'm going to probably go to a littler school, like with hardly any kids in that. So that's what I'd rather. Because they'd probably learn more. Yeah, so.
In my next tag of dream, I was riding up on night, staying in the shadows, without the light. I was running from police.
길거리를 떠도는 아이들, 그리고 길거리에서 벗어나고 싶은 아이들. 이들의 희망 찾기는 계속되고 있습니다.
Then I would need her, the one for me, the one and only.